everybody, Randy with Rashley's Barbecue. Tonight we're going to be cooking Anasazi beans, which are similar to a pinto bean, but a little softer, I think, when they're done. Maybe a tiny bit sweeter flavor than a pinto bean. Really pretty bean. When I get them rinsed, I'll show you some before we put the water on them. We're going to put an onion chopped, some chopped garlic, cheating out of a jar. We got some of this pulled pork from our pork butt cook yesterday. We're going to throw some of that in there for seasoning. So we hope you all enjoy the cook and stick around. We'll be back in just a minute to go ahead and rinse the beans. My first step is to sort the beans. I just kind of pour them out into my hand, look for any stones, chunks of dirt, what have you. Those are a really pretty bean. I don't know if you can see that very well, but they're kind of purple and white spotted. Really nice. I'm going to finish checking the beans and then we'll rinse them. Okay, the beans are rinsed. We got them in some water. We're not going to do a parboil and rest type cook. We're just going to boil them. So let's go ahead and get them on the stove. We're not going to add any salt at the beginning of this cook because that makes the outside of the hull of the beans tough. So we're going to wait and add salt later on in the cook. Right now we're just going to let them start coming up to temperature while we chop some onion and get everything ready. Aren't those pretty beans? We've got a nice rough chop on our onions. We're going to go ahead and go in with a whole chopped onion. And we're going to add a generous amount of garlic, pre-chopped out of the jar the hard way. All right, we're going to let that come up to a simmer, and we'll just keep an eye on it. At some point here in the cook, before they're done, we'll add the pork. Here at the end of the cook, we're going to season it up with some Knorrs, caldo de pollo. It's kind of a chicken bouillon mix that's very popular down here on the border. We added a liberal sprinkling of black pepper. Put a little bit more. I like black pepper. We're not going to put any jalapeno in this one, so we're going to have quite a bit of black pepper. Beans a boiling, beans a boiling. Nice simmer. We're going to let them simmer for a while. When they're almost done, we'll add the pork toward the end of the cook because we don't want to boil our pork. We just want to add it for flavor. Give it enough time to kind of get happy, but we're not going to leave it in there too long. The beans have been boiling for about 2 hours or so. They're starting to get pretty tender, so we're going to go ahead and add our Knorrs caldo de pollo. It's chicken bouillon in a powdered form. Says it's no grease and no cholesterol. I find that hard to believe, but who knows? Maybe it's right. We're going to measure it very carefully. Yeah, there we go. That's about right. Seriously, this is a very salty seasoning. So what I do is use it in place of salt. And I just add enough to get it about as salty as I want it. There's nobody but me and my wife here, so I can double dip with a spoon. Needs a little more. We're going to stop right there. We don't want to overdo it. Let's try it. Give it a quick stir and give it another try. Then we're going to dump in that pork from yesterday's pork butt cook. That's plenty right there. I took that pork and just kind of chopped it up into a little bit smaller than regular bite-sized pieces. We're going to go ahead and rake it in. Not too much pork. We don't want to make it too thick with pork. We just want to accent the taste of the beans and have a little bit of pork in there. So that's going to be enough. We're going to bring it back up to a boil. Give it another 30 minutes or so for the smoky taste of that pork to marry with the beans. Then we'll come back. I'm going to start a pan of cornbread, and we'll come back and give this a taste test when it gets done. Y'all stick around. It's going to be good. I'm going to go ahead and dip up some of these beans over the rice. A little bit extra juice. Steaming hot. Got the rice mixed in with the beans. Grab a piece of cornbread. Ooh-wee. Steaming hot. I don't know if the camera's catching that, but it's just steaming. Let me see if we can get a taste test though. Oh man, that's good. One more test. You can never tell off the first taste test. You always got to do two. A little bit of cornbread. Anasazi beans with Knorrs caldo de pollo, chicken bouillon mix, or powder, onions, garlic, and then we seasoned it up with some of that pulled pork, the smoked pulled pork from yesterday. Oh man, that's really good. So we hope y'all enjoyed it. For those of you who've wondered about Anasazi beans, there you go. They're nice and tender. To me, they're more tender than a pinto bean. Taste almost the same. So just good beans and a lot quicker than pinto beans. We only cooked them 2.5 hours total time. Whereas a pinto bean, even if we soaked them, we would have went 3 or 4 hours at a minimum. So we hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like, subscribe. It's down here in the corner. And we hope to see y'all again soon. Randy with Rashley's Border Q saying adios, and we'll see y'all down the road.